Hey Gameheads, apparently you all like platformer games as much as I do. It is really fun to jump and climb obstacles, and the battle mechanics of the genre is often pretty incredible. You asked for it and I simply delivered. Here is another amazing top 10 list of the very best platformer games for mobile. At number 10 is Spirit Roots, an old school 2D platformer set in a beautiful stitched up world. Journey through 50 levels across 5 worlds as you battle a variety of wacky enemies, traverse obstacles, and engage in grueling boss fights, all while experiencing a good story about the consequences of war. Spirit Roots bring traditional platforming action with beautiful graphics, colorful combat, responsive controls, interesting locations, and a killer soundtrack. At number 9 is Astray, a pretty under-the-radar action puzzler. First released on PC with good reviews, Astray, which looks a lot like Rain World, is now on mobile. You play as Mo, a blob-like creature that awakens in a dark, abandoned and hostile laboratory filled with alien-infested humans. On a quest to figure out who and what you are, use Mo's ability to stick on surfaces to get past tricky traps, read and control enemy minds like a parasite, and dash past dangers as you fly through the air. The game cleverly mixes action and puzzle solving, all blended together in gorgeous pixel graphics, beautiful soundtrack, and an amazing mystery story. Number 8 is a pretty engaging roguelike, Dwarfs Journey. You're on a quest to become immortal, and the ancient writings say that there is a mystical cave in the Valley of Eternity that holds a lost relic capable of granting eternal life to the brave who finds it. Explore randomly generated dungeons, fight monsters, get multiple skills with ruins, explore and traverse diverse biomes, mine ores to craft better gear, battle bosses to unlock new paths, and lots more. The controls are pretty responsive and the gameplay is a bit slow-witted, but great nonetheless. The graphics and the atmosphere remind me of Scourgebringer, and there are tons of in-game mechanics to figure out. At number 7 is Testlagrad, an action 2D platformer with an electromagnetic play. Welcome to Electropia, where a tyrant king ruled with an iron fist, combating and destroying a sect of technological wizards who have a massive tower in the middle of the city called the Testlagrad. Embark on an adventure as a young boy armed with the ancient Testlamancer technology. Explore this ancient tower, discover ancient weapons such as the magnet gloves for moving objects, the blink boots for literal teleportation, the polarity cloth for flight, and the Tesla staff for fight. Use the various technologies to overcome challenges, solve electromagnetic puzzles, defeat enemies and battle bosses. Enjoy epic storytelling, beautiful visuals and intriguing mechanics in this absolute bestseller. Smashing Run is next at number 6, an active and colorful parkour platformer runner. Feel the best parkour with just the jump dash button. Experience various challenging stages filled with transversal objects to scale with your cool parkour tricks. Run, smash, fail, and run some more. With simple jump and dash manipulations, various stages, crisp polygon graphics, and interesting characters with different running animations, it's a pretty decent game that is playable even in low-end devices. At number 5 is Levelhead, a brilliant and difficult game from the universe of Crashlands. Enjoy a creative platformer for 1 to 4 players where you build and share levels with the world. Become GR18, a delivery robot in training as you run, jump, and warp up the Levelhead division corporate ladder. Play through the single-player campaign, design mind-bending levels, ride explosions, punch robots, and get those packages shipped. It's a fun, wacky game with hilarious dialogue, colorful graphics, immense difficulty, tons of unlockable skills, and lots more. Number 4, Ninja Arashi 2, an incredible sequel to the very successful Ninja Arashi. Play as the Ninja Arashi as you dive into the shadow to rescue your son. In this episode 2, you play as the raging Arashi, who finally escaped from the frozen prison which was created by Dosu, a cruel, evil shadow demon. Arashi must continue his pursuit after those two to rescue his son. However, he will face an even more difficult journey this time. The game features simple yet addicting gameplay filled with thrilling moments and unexpected experiences. Experience challenging platforming, brutal enemies, ninja upgrades, new game mechanics, a skill tree, fluent controls, beautiful graphics, and 80 stages of a 4-act storyline filled with epic boss fights. Number 3 is Fury Unleashed, a combo-driven roguelike platformer where you shoot your way through the pages of an ever-changing comic book and get more powerful the more dead-on your playstyle is. Explore the pages of a living comic book where ink is the most valuable resource and each room is a comic panel. Find out why John Kawowski, creator of the acclaimed Fury Unleashed series, is having a creativity crisis and see if you can help him with it. Kill enemies quickly enough to unleash your fury and rip through everything in your way without getting injured. Learn to play flawlessly and beat the entire game in one epic combo. The gameplay is absolutely chaotic and I love it, with flashy combat, a plethora of challenging enemies, beautiful comic graphics, 40 epic bosses, and a 4th wall-breaking story. Like, what else is there to want? At number 2 is Haak. Quite a new one on the list. You play as Haak, a wasteland warrior in a post-apocalyptic world filled with dangerous mutants. Embark on a quest to find Sanho, the last remaining refuge, completely unaffected by the world-ending calamity. Traverse an eerie and desolate world, battle all types of enemies, solve sci-fi puzzles, grow in power as you unlock the skills and abilities such as hook, slash, and dash, and enjoy a nice story. Haak is an explorative title that combines action platforming with Metroidvania mechanics, high-quality pixel graphics, unique characters, and 30 hours of gameplay. At number 1 is Cookies Must Die, a hilarious game that puts up a lactose-intolerant greatest nightmare, an evil-wielding cookie. You play as Jack, a super-secret agent with special powers implanted in his body by government scientists. He has to stop a group of evil mutated cookies and their powerful bosses before they reduce his city to rubble. Grab the best weapon and sling onto the battlefield. Start an intense and exciting war. Crush your enemies, survive the attacks, defeat huge bosses with your smart movement. The game features fast-paced platforming and combat with swipe controls and slow-mo action phases that reminds me a lot of my friend Pedro. All in all, it's a really wacky, fun and pretty engaging game. And with that, today's list is at its end. What spanking list do you recommend next? Let me know in the comment section, and as usual, don't forget to like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more content from yours truly. It's your host Idok. Thanks for watching and I'm out.